I have a series of questions that I want to ask that are Alaska related, and those will be my first round. But since your final point there was focused on the workplace environment and your effort to eliminate all levels of harassment or just a working environment that is just not healthy, I was provided an article that appeared in this morning's Wildlife Today paper, and the headline is Forest Service Battalion Chief Resigns, and in an open letter to the Secretary of Agriculture, it details that a woman who has been serving for 22 years in the U.S. Forest Service has resigned because, in her words, she says Forest Service leaders have failed to demonstrate moral courage by adhering to high ethical standards and choosing the difficult right over the easy wrong that helped me in determining my decision to resign. You've indicated that things have changed within the service. This is obviously a current event here, and so the question to you is, why is this continuing to happen? Have the reforms that you have just briefly touched on not yet been put in place? What is causing a continual deterioration within the workforce there?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I'm unable to speak, directly about individual cases, and I assure you, things of the past we are looking at closely, and we are learning, and we are making corrections at every turn of the way. What we have done in the last year is I have stood up a work environment and performance office with our most senior executive overseeing this work. This is a best practice in both private and government sectors. So we are committed to results, and it's a three-pronged approach. First, about accountability. Second is about prevention, and third is about a sustainable change in behavior and agency culture. Many things we're doing. We're continuing to listen to our employees. We're revising our anti-harassment policy. We are holding supervisors accountable that do not report within a 24-hour period. We've increased our resources for follow-up and investigations, and we have aggressively addressed many incidents of harassments with 23 removals, 5 demotions, 42 suspensions, and 166 other actions. We've added case managers, and we're working with OIG to identify and implement the best practices for measuring success, because all agencies really want to know what are the true measurements of success. In the prevention, we've instituted a no alcohol in any Forest Service seasonal housing starting this field season. We've increased our conflict management and prevention center resources, and we're delivering bystander intervention training. When our employees spoke to us, they said, we need better skills on how we speak up when early in someone feeling offended or when they feel there's inappropriate behavior. And we're improving organizational behavior and culture by having an ethic to stop the silence. If we can't talk about it, then we can't fix it. And we are asking folks to be empowered, to listen and learn, and have incorporated employee advisory groups at the national level and across the service. We've incorporated our first ever code of conduct and agency core values. This is in every supervisor's performance standards, and they will be held accountable on how we are reshaping the culture of the Forest Service.
Well, Chief, I appreciate what you have detailed. I am concerned, though, that even given the many steps that it is clear you have put in place, when you have a 22-year veteran, someone who has achieved a position as battalion chief, when you have someone like that saying enough is not being done, we still have a failure within your system. We still have a level of harassment, of assault that is clearly not acceptable. So I would do more than urge you as a chairman of a committee, and as an American, I would tell you, making sure that we have good policies in place doesn't make a difference on the ground unless and until that culture has changed. And I don't want to pin everything just on one story that has appeared today, but I think you know that internally the agency remains troubled. So put the policies in place as you are, but when you say there is accountability, there has to be strict accountability, because you cannot continue to have these levels of wrongdoing continuing within our agency.
We have more to do, Senator, and I am absolutely committed with urgency.
Thank you.